Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Leif Erikson on this lovely evening. I have before me a video by a fairly successful young feminist. She keenly highlights the madness these people are capable of, and she's one of those feminists advocating for the use of the hijab in another video. So she's an Islamic feminist, a combination of two of my least favorite religions. Not just because I dislike Islam and all religions, especially Abrahamic religions, but because to be both is to live comfortably with an insane level of cognitive dissonance, and I really hate cognitive dissonance.
Hi guys!
Hi, Rasha.
Today we meet again to try and answer a question that I have asked myself many times and that somebody else asked me the other day, and I thought about it, and at the time I wasn't able to articulate what I wanted to say.
Which was probably for the better.
But now I am, so I will.
Unfortunate for us all.
So, as the title suggests, we are going to be discussing whether chivalry and feminism are mutually exclusive.
They are.
Dun, 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 dun. So can you still be an advocate of gender equality and still sigh at the row of men pretending to be asleep on the tube whilst a row of women are standing up throughout the duration of the whole train journey?
No, you cannot.
Now, I can imagine there'd be a variety of different opinions on the given scenario. You might have a man who would be like, well, this is what you women want. It's equality, isn't it? So you're gonna have to give a few things up. So suck it up. Equality. My answer to the man would be...
And he would be right, in spite of that sexist-ass tone you just gave him there.
Well, you know what? True equality would mean that you sit for half the journey and I sit for half the journey.
No, true equality is first come, first serve. You can have the seat when I get off, like every other person.
So you better get the hell up by the time we get to Bethnal Green, because if you're a true advocate of equality, that should be the point where I get the seat.
Yeah, charming.
You might have a woman that might be offended by being offered a seat because it suggests that she is physically less able. My answer to the woman would probably be, well, technically, anatomically speaking, on average, you are in aspects concerned with things that are relevant to tube journey.
Ability to stand. To fucking stand we're talking here, people.
Is physically probably less able.
Less able to stand up. Okay, sure.
According to this guy called Dr. James Dobson.
Oh my god, okay. This is Dr. James Dobson. He's an evangelical Christian that worked at Focus on the Family from 1977 to 2003. I don't know if he's the one to go to for women's issues, lady.
A woman's blood contains more water and 20% fewer red cells, which supply oxygen to the body and therefore makes her more prone to fainting and getting tired quicker.
He's describing the vapors.
And generally speaking, men are considered to be 50% stronger than women in brute strength. That is why their calorie daily intake suggestion is higher than for a woman. And the female lung capacity is about 30% less for a woman than for a man. So, based on those things, yes, please get up, I would like to sit down now.
Well, now that you have decimated the very hint of equality, go on.
But here's where feminism comes in. Those facts about the differences in the human anatomy does not make a woman inferior.
It does. At least physically, love.
Admitting this physical difference and acting upon it does not make the woman's worth any less than the man's. It does not make a woman any less intellectually capable, and it does not justify the belittlement of a whole damn gender.
No one said belittlements. That was... You appear to want sex-based deference paid to you.
It does not mean that anatomical structures in hormonal differences of a woman should be considered a weak characteristic.
Unless they empirically make one less capable of performing a given task, of course.
When Always did the Like a Girl campaign, I thought it was bloody brilliant. I imagined an Olympic shot put medalist sitting there like...
She's now going to explain that women perform less exceptionally than men in the Olympics because equality.
Throw like a girl, do I? Damn right I throw like a girl. Because it doesn't have to be a negative statement, but apparently it is. That same Olympian would have competed only alongside women because the Olympics are segregated, sports are segregated. Does a woman wanting equality mean that, hey, everything should be mixed? In my opinion, no.
Because you'd lose horribly.
These sports are segregated because of acknowledgement of this difference in genetic makeup, and it doesn't mean that a woman's gold medal is worth any less than the man's gold medal.
Depending, of course, how one defines worth.
Feminism is basically breaking down social constructs like the one which would have you feel insulted if somebody told you do something like a girl.
You just admitted to that very physiological difference, noting that a male has only the maximum physical output of the average woman would indeed be a denigration of his masculine abilities. No?
Feminism isn't shrugging off the fact that a woman might have characteristics which are more prone to emotions and feelings and tears. It's just recognizing that those things do not in any way make you a second-rate individual.
No, but they sure don't help in a crisis, dear heart.
Feminism doesn't necessarily mean that you look at the status of men as being the ultimate goal that you have to achieve by ditching traits which are considered womanly because they are perceived as weak. Feminism doesn't mean that you look at men as, hey, they're so great and powerful, I want to be like them. It's recognizing that you are great and powerful. It's about removing the idea that those traits are considered weak. Feminism does not mean that the guy stops offering to pay, it just means that he doesn't throw a bitch fit or view it as a blow to his ego when the woman says, I'm gonna pay this time.
Oh, so you just want all of the options and none of the obligations. Okay.
It doesn't mean that a man stops opening doors for women, it just means that they open doors for everybody, irrespective of gender. And hey, the woman, she can do the same too.
Oh, I have opened doors for other men. One thing I've never seen or had happen was have a woman open a door for me.
One of the end goals is basically a society where certain traits which are viewed as more effeminate are not perceived as a negative thing.
If you would define being feminine as whinging online without offering any solutions to the problem, then well, yeah.
And are not used as an insult. And there's a million of other things in a feminist's ideal world. It's a world where catcalling is not a thing.
Unless, of course, you're a feminist that finds catcalling empowering.
It's looking to a future where this whole notion of sex sells, aka a woman's scantily clad body sells, isn't a thing.
Sure, 'cause sex sells just to men, right? Right?
It's a world where women aren't viewed as intellectually inferior, especially in the workplace.
No, the statistics say that you're intellectually average, not worse.
It's a world where female engineers are the norm, not the exception. That kind of thing.
You working on a fix for the way the average female brain works there, love? 'Cause I see you cut off most of your studies on the difference between a man and woman physically as soon as it stopped benefiting you, huh?
Anyway, it's just a really difficult thing to try and articulate. It's annoying because it's a very simple concept.
I agree, it is simple. What aren't you understanding?
And there's so many different arguments and so many different points, and you could just spend forever talking about it.
And women like you do, love. That's all you do.
And I know I've barely scratched the surface, but yeah, this is just some of the things that I've sometimes wanted to articulate, but not been able to because my brain doesn't think very fast.
Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck, yeah, you said it! Oh, you said it, not me. Oh my fucking god. Woo!
Anyway, time is our constraint, and therefore I must bid you farewell. Farewell, my friend.
Oh, sorry, I'm back. Oh, Rasha, I'll fare quite well, love. You, however, I am bloody well worried about. I mean, a feminist wearing a hijab telling men how to treat all women is just laughable to me. I don't know if it's the internalized cultural desire to be treated as a special snowflake while simultaneously crying out, equality, equality! So we're equal except where it doesn't favor me. Get out of that seat on the tube. I'm more equal than you oppressive shitlord. Thank God the UK looks like it's on its way to women-only tube cars, so from now on you'll be able to contain your crying to other bitches. Good luck, Rasha. I really hope you figure some things out about double standards and cognitive dissonance before you make another video.